Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny, episode number 566. Yeah. It's WrestleMania weekend, pal. No, that's all I'm doing. Just calling into work 'cause I'm a lazy fat piece of shit and watching WrestleMania or everything wrestling, really. There's a lot of wrestling shit going on. It's like too many interviews to do, and I know me and Gabe are gonna have a lot to fucking talk about. What do you want to talk about whenever we talk about it Sunday night? Because there's a lot of wrestling shit. It's like there's like a Ring of Honor shit. There's a bunch of random indie shit. There's a bunch of interviews. Uh, you know, I'm actually gonna talk about one of them here. With The Rock. But there's a lot of wrestling shit going on. And then right now I was playing some games because I like to play games for the weekend. And yeah, I've a lot of homework to do. I did some of it. I'm lying. I did some of it, but I still gotta do it. I'm just like sleeping all day, like an unhealthy amount of sleep. It feels so good, but it's just terrible. But whatever. That's life, right? Hopefully, with that other job I'm supposedly got hired for, supposed to start not what this week, but next week. So hopefully they call me because they still haven't called me yet, and I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. We'll see. What's up? It's all in God's hands, right? Grace be to the Lord, our Savior. Let's check out the news here. Got a little bit of news here, right? Jersey Mike's considers sell. That's what this is. So apparently, Jersey Mike's subs is the second largest subs thing next to Subway. Yeah, I don't know if they're into like pedophilia and stuff, but um, they're considering a sell that would value their sandwich chain at 8 billion. And to me, I'm like, one, why don't you fucking do it, right? And two, dude, it's just sandwiches. Like, I could understand if they were like Michelin star restaurants with fucking what is it that dish fucking Gordon Ramsay makes? Not an idiot sandwich. What is it that shit he makes? That it's like a filet mignon or whatever the fuck it's called. But like I can understand that being valued, at that much money, but sandwiches, like anyone can make a sandwich, dude. A fucking kid can make a sandwich. Why am I gonna go somewhere and order a sandwich? I could make one at home. I remember there was this guy at Home Depot, fat old dude. He'd always come in with a fucking loaf of bread, a bunch of like deli meat, cheese, and 2 liter of Big Red, and just eat that whole loaf of bread worth of sandwiches. Like, and that probably costed him like that's a lot of food. Don't get me wrong, he's a fat piece of shit, right? But that probably cost him like $8. Even and this is even in a Biden economy, right? Like it's nothing to make a sandwich. If you want to get all fancy and add fucking lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, and all that shit, yeah, maybe you need a degree. But I mean, it's just a fucking sandwich. It's just meat and cheese, maybe mayonnaise. I'm not into mustard, but if you're into that shit, but once you start adding lettuce and tomato, you're just getting fancy. Like you might as well make a fucking burger at that point, right? But whatever. It's all $8 billion for fucking sandwiches. It's ridiculous. That's like war money. They're spending the amount of money they do on wars to make sandwiches. Whatever. What do I know? Speaking of what I was talking about earlier with wrestling, Dwayne The Rock Johnson says he'll make no endorsement in 2024 presidential race. Here's a weird picture of The Rock they chose to put on here. They're way better. This is like a mugshot of him. Dwayne The Rock Johnson said in an interview with Fox and Friends that he won't make an endorsement in this year's presidential race after having thrown his support to Joe Biden in the last cycle. The endorsement that I made years ago with Biden was what I thought was the best decision for me at the time. And I thought back then when we talked about, hey, I'm in this position where I have some influence and it's my job then. I felt like that then. It's my job now to exercise my influence to share with this is who I'm going to endorse. Uh, yeah, the last 4 years was too polarizing, and then Donald Trump has close ties to the WWE, So yeah, he's not gonna endorse anyone. And I mean, think about it. Yeah, how divided our country is. Why would you want to endorse the president right now that's had have our country so divided? Whenever it was as divided back with Trump, and you thought, okay, if we vote this new guy in, right, Biden, whatever, he's not new, but vote him in, he'll make a change. And it's like, nah, the country's just getting worse. That's what it feels like. Um, it feels like the country's just getting worse, and it really is. And that's why I say, like, it doesn't matter who's in that chair. It all that matters is like the people pulling the strings. They're just puppets. At least with Donald Trump, he's a lot more. He's the evil we know. He's the lesser of two evils, I think. At least he's an evil we know, whereas there's an evil we don't know. Or do RFK? You could literally have him be like the fucking president that takes off his shirt and beats up war leaders. He didn't give a fuck. He could go in the WWE ring and do a couple rounds and have Jesse Ventura as his partner, right? That would be cool. Ugh, sorry, it's late. I've slept a lot earlier, and then I'm still tired, but whatever. Um, Staying here in the news with the media, Billie Eilish fans feel special as she adds 110 million followers to her close friends on Insta to tease new era. And I don't know why you would feel special if you're close friends with. It's like, oh, I'm a close friend, but you had 110 million people as close friends. Yeah, and I think I saw like a random video she shared, and one of them, like, they censor her titties popping out, which I was kind of saddened about because she has a nice body, and I could say that because she's of age. But yeah, she has some tiggle bitties that I'd love to see, and she's not ashamed of it. I don't think so. She got a beautiful body. Uh, she does, but we'll have to wait. I'm not. I don't know if I'm part of her close friends. Maybe I am. I follow her on Instagram, even though I don't really use Instagram as much as I should, but I don't have any photos to share really. I don't know, whatever. Uh, but yeah, if she's teasing a new era, I guess I like some of her music. I think she's interesting. I don't know how she's so popular, honestly. How she got so popular because her music's very different, and I didn't think it would hit with like the mass audiences like Taylor Swift or Beyonce would. But I'm happy for her and her very nice, luscious body. That's work of art. She's got a body like a Greek goddess. Moving on to another creepy guy because I'm acting creepy. Biden urges Egypt Qatar to press Hamas on hostage deal ahead of weekend deals. Qatar, I think that's the sand planet in Dune, right? I don't know. U.S. President Joe Biden on Friday urged the leaders of Egypt and Qatar to pressure Hamas militants to agree to a Gaza ceasefire and hostage deal ahead of a fresh round of talks this weekend in Cairo. So he's trying to play both sides. Like, he's asking Israel to please stop. He's asking Egypt to ask Hamas to please stop. Like, dude, you gotta pick a side, bro. Like, this is, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's like when the guy and the girl break up and this one dude's trying to be friends with both sides. Like, I don't know, you can't do that. You got to pick a side. You can't be a bitch. You got to pick a side, stick with it. And then not only you're dealing with that bullshit, right? The whole Israel Palestinian conflict, right? But you have the Ukraine shit that's really going down that you're still kind of doing but ignoring but doing but helping, making things worse. Not only that, you're dealing with your own trying to get yourself reelected. So you're busy with that fucking grift, right? And then not only that, you got a civil war going on in our own country and bridges blowing down, earthquakes happening, fucking cicadas are coming out of 200-year cycle about to eat up all the fucking corn and flour on the earth and rice or whatever. So yeah, you got enough to deal with, Biden. Enough also with your skin falling off and not enough young people to smell. There's a lot of stuff you're dealing with. So I would really uh start delegating these things to other people or get your shit in order, Get your shit together. Put in a backpack and get it all fucking put together. You piece of shit, Biden. I don't know. Whatever. He needs to get his shit together. He really does. He really needs to get this shit together. Procter and Gamble voluntary recall some laundry detergent packets from Tide. You remember those Tide Pods, Gain Flings, and other types of things? They are voluntarily recalling their Tide Pods and Gain Flings and other pods due to the bags being easy to tear and a risk for people to ingest. And I'm like, where were you when your Tide Pod challenge was going down? Everyone was fucking eating them, and suddenly now it's like, ooh, these can get eaten. And it's like, yeah, dude, that is so 2000 and late, is what it is, you know. That's pretty funny though that they're suddenly. I don't know. That's what we need more of. I really wish they would go back on TikTok to those challenges because the milk crate challenge was great. I love seeing people fall on their fucking ass. Um, this was great. The cinnamon challenge was pretty cool. I remember back when. I think I did it once. It wasn't good. It wasn't nice. The ice bucket water challenge was just stupid. That was just fucking retarded. But yeah, I missed the Tide Pod challenge and the milk crate challenge. Those were great. That Bluebell ice cream one was bullshit. Like, yeah, that person who like started that deserves to be in prison or jail. Like they got harshly sentenced, and they should have been kind of like the people in Russia. We should just put them like to work in working camps in prison forever and lock the freaking key away, piece of shit. Don't ever mess with Bluebell ice cream. Makes me want ice cream. I might get some tomorrow. I got my Dollar General run to do where I go and use my $5 off coupon from on Saturday. So I might do that. That sounds like a good thing to do. Lastly, here on the news, Bronny James makes himself eligible for NBA draft, leaves USC and enters transfer portal. So the son of LeBron James, I think, right? Bronny James. They just reversed his name. He's entering the 2024 NBA draft, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I made the decision to enter the NBA draft while maintaining my college eligibility and will also be entering the NCAA transfer portal. I guess that makes it to where if he doesn't get what if he doesn't get drafted in the NBA, then he'll stay in college. I mean, I could see teams being hesitant to take him because he didn't do a very good basketball. Like, if he enters the NBA draft, he would get second round consideration, especially the Lakers or ones who could lure his father to the city. He would likely see a lot of G League time that first season as he continued to develop. See, that's what my thought was too. And I'm not really. I like basketball. I bet on it, but I'm not like. It's the only sport I'm kind of familiar with, and I feel like that's what they would do. Is a team would draft him just to lure his father, and or to keep his father. Like if the Lakers were to draft him, it's just to keep his father because LeBron James has said that he wants to play with his son. Like that's his like what his like goal is in life is to play with his son on the same team. So whoever would potentially get LeBron James's son would potentially get LeBron James too, which makes sense. That's a nice little way to lure him over there. Oh, and I see here Caitlin Clark leads Iowa for 71-69 win over UConn. That's good. I'm glad she keeps winning. Like, I know that game was like at the last minute bullshit call. So I'm glad she keeps winning. I know we need more white women winning. No, we need more women, actual women who are winning and not these trans men who pretend to be women and then you just keep like dominating. So it's good for her. I'm glad. Makes it, shines a light on young female athletes and gives me hope for my niece who is super tall. Maybe she can one day play basketball, even though she's not gifted there. She's a very great artist, though. I will say that. Very great. I love my niece. She's super tall, though. Maybe she'll be the next Charlotte Flair, right? But yeah, that's I don't know. I guess that's it. That's all really the news that was it in today. Yeah, no. Oh, where's my outro music? The guy's lazy on that. That's all funny, guys. No, I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. It's the one where podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. I got a podcast with my friend Steve called That's All Kayfabe. Where we talk about wrestling and other funny stuff. It's gonna be pretty packed this week. Check that out on Monday. Anywhere podcasts are available, just search That's All Kayfabe. You want to see video versions of both those podcasts? Check them out on YouTube, youtube.com/at Lorenzo Ariola. Like and subscribe over there. Comment about the algorithm, blah blah blah. Appreciate it. I also do a live show on there with the Great Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas. That's on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Talk about a movie, play a game. It's fun. It's fun for the whole family. No, it's not. It's fun though for everyone. Check out Mint Salad ASC Presents. She's great for daily movie reviews. Check out the Patreon here, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything there. Also, check out the website for print stickers and t-shirts, retrohorrorinc.com. If you want to question some great art from a great artist, at retrohorrorinc on Instagram, at retrohorrorinc on Twitter. I'm at Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you to my Patreon members. Thank you to my subscribers. Like and subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.